Hello and welcome to the Virtual College Fair. This session is for Hiram College. We have representatives who will be providing you information and answer questions that you may have. Thank you for joining us. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see you or hear you. This is just one of the many sessions happening, so be sure to sign up for additional sessions. This presentation is being recorded and will be available within a week at the same website where you registered. And now I'd like to turn it over to our presenters from Hiram College.
Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Haley Skeens and I'm joined by my colleagues Sophia Moreno and Emma Harding. We are all three admission counselors at Hiram and we're really happy to share a little bit about our school with you and also answer any questions that you have. So as you see here, this is kind of an aerial view of campus. We are a small liberal arts school located in northeastern Ohio. So we were founded in around 1850 and we are 1,000 students in total. So our average class sizes are usually about 13. We're about 35 to 40 minutes from Cleveland and also only about 30 minutes from Akron and Canton. And we offer a ton of different majors and minors, specifically offering a Bachelor of Arts, and we do offer one Bachelor of Science degree in nursing. Something that is a little bit unique about Hiram is that we like to combine new and contemporary buildings with old historical buildings. And so as you can see here, this is kind of the entrance to Hiram, and Koratansky Hall is home to our political science building. We're very proud that President Garfield of the United States actually attended Hiram and was the president of the college. And so this church was a church that he preached in and has now become a classroom. So as you can see, the classrooms are really small, very intimate, and we really focus on discussion-based classes. Getting to know your professors is also very important at Hiram. So this is Bonnie Castle. This is our English department. And so there are historic homes around campus that have been turned into different departments. Bonnie Castle has English professors' offices as well as a few classrooms. And the round table allows for a lot of discussion. It's not the kind of place where you're going to kind of disappear in a lecture hall of 200 students. Your professor is going to know your name, they're going to know what you're involved in, and they're going to be really supportive of making sure that you succeed in their class, but also that you're fulfilling all of your goals while at Hiram. Two other houses that we have are our writing house. So this is a great opportunity for students to get jobs as writing tutors, but also get help on their papers. So they can go and schedule an appointment with a tutor to get help anytime they need. And then also our Pendleton house is down the street. That's the yellow house, and that's the home to our history department on campus. Looking forward at kind of what other things Hiram has to offer. We are a proponent of what we call the new liberal arts. And that is something that combines a few different things. It combines integrated study, high impact hands-on experiences, and mindful technology. Part of this program and what makes it so unique about Hiram is that we have a special semester system. So instead of going 15 or 16 weeks all the way through for a full semester, we actually divide it into 12 weeks and 3 weeks. During the 12 weeks, you take your regular 3 to 4 classes, and then you get a week-long break. That's usually around Thanksgiving or mid to end of April. That 3-week portion, you can come back to campus And you either can do a course. So you can choose to take a condensed course in that period, whether that's something like virtual reality or painting that you've always wanted to take, or maybe a course that you feel like you're going to struggle in and you really just want to focus on that one specific course. So many of our students do take courses during that 3 weeks, but it's also a great chance to do some more high impact experiential opportunities. So you can do things like study abroad, you can do research, and you can do an internship. So research is usually one-on-one with a professor. You can either design your own research project, or professors will often put out positions where you can help them with the research that they're completing during that 3-week time period. And that's also a great kind of experience to add to your resume if you're looking to go to graduate school or go into the research field. Another thing you can do is their study abroad experiences. Those are usually held during the 3-week. Those have been all across the world and across all different disciplines. So we've had a biology and English program in the Galapagos Islands. We've had art and archaeology in Rome, different things across the world, but also we also have study away. So it could be in the United States. We've had marine biology down in Texas or Florida, learning about jazz music in New Orleans. And these are a great chance for students to take a course in another place with a Hiram professor. So because it's through Hiram and it's only 3 weeks, it's usually very affordable for students, and they really get quality levels of education because the Hiram professors themselves are teaching the courses. The last kind of option you can do in your 3-week is an internship or shadowing or observational experience. So this can be a great resume builder, but also helping students if they're not sure what field they want to go into, or they think they are sure, but they probably should test it out before declaring a major or graduating and entering the field. So students can shadow doctors, dentists, they can student teach. We've had students working at a variety of businesses, companies, nonprofits, all across Cleveland, the Cleveland area, but also our Development and Career Center helps students find internships even, across the country. So we can help you find those opportunities, and that 3-week is a great time to do some different hands-on things. Because the 3 weeks is every single semester, you usually have 6 to 8 opportunities throughout your whole college career to experience these things. And you can do a variety. You don't have to choose only one. It is required for all of our students to do either a study abroad, study away, research, or internship before they graduate. And they really, feel like they grow and understand more about what they're passionate about, and they get to explore the world through that. Another thing that's pretty unique at Hiram, I talked about mindful technology, but what does that really mean? Here at Hiram, when you come as a first-year student, you actually receive an iPad Pro, an Apple Pencil, a keyboard bundle, and a pair of hiking boots along with that. The iPad, the Apple Pencil, that all serves as your laptop, so you don't have to bring a new computer, and everyone has the same technology, which is really nice. Your professors can share their presentations to your iPad, and you can take notes there, or you can put your work and notes up on the screen. Usually all of our classrooms have Apple TVs, so it's really easy to do that. And we have blanket Wi-Fi all over campus, so you can work from anywhere with that mobile technology. The pair of hiking boots, I like to say they have 2 different purposes. One of them is sort of symbolic in that we're giving our students awesome cutting edge technology, but we want to remind them to be present, to be mindful and to be active, you know, not just glued to the screen 24/7, but to allow them to engage with the world around them. We also have a 550-acre field station that is just right down the street from Hiram. So that is an area of protected land where we have different wildlife rehabilitation projects going on, outdoor education, research, a whole bunch of things that students can get involved with. That could be an internship, that could be a campus job. And also for a lot of our science classes, professors will say, hey, put on your hiking boots for class that we're gonna go and take samples, and then we'll take them back to the lab and analyze them later. So that's just a way that we're incorporating, you know, mindful learning. We've got the great technology, but we also want you to, you know, be in the physical world and understand that and the importance of that as well.
I wasn't able to mute myself. So now we're gonna go to our next section that talks about a new program that Hiram just released last year that is called Learn More, Earn More, and Spend Less. So this is our new tuition model that Hiram created. So with this, we reduce our tuition price 30%. So it used to be around 35,000 just tuition alone. Now tuition is around it's not around, it is 24,500. This is not counting any scholarships or financial aid. What we also did with this program is that we eliminate all the comprehensive fees, all mandatory fees. They used to be around $2,000. Now they are zero. Apart from that, another cost that Hiram has is usually our room and board. That could be around $10,000. So we really reduce the total cost of attendance for the 30%. So together with all of this, 35% around that was a reduction, plus some two very unique things that we're doing at Hiram is offering 2 free summer courses every single year for our students, which can save a lot of money and save a lot of time for the students. Nowadays, we see a lot of students that want to take courses while they are in high school, or they want to try to finish as fast as they can their degree. Now with those 2 free summer courses, they have the option to do that without having to pay extra for the summer courses. So this is a great opportunity for those students that are high achievers and want to finish early. But they are also a good option for the students that want to still stay here for the 4 years, but maybe want to pace themselves. In a lot of the cases, we know that those students are usually our student athletes. They want to stay here for the 4 years, play their sport as long as they can. Or other students that just really enjoy their time in college, so they want to stay for the 4 years. So they have the option to, instead of taking 4 classes in the 12-week, they can probably take just 3 and take those other 2 classes they didn't take in the fall and the spring, they can take them in the summer. The other option they have is just not taking any summer courses, and that's fine. It's just a nice opportunity they have. Or they can decide to take extra classes in a minor, for example. So we have a lot of students that are going to have a major in 2 minors or double majors in a minor. They are busy, but it's totally doable. We have a lot of our student workers that do that, and it's just nice that they don't have to exceed their course load or just have too many courses in the fall and the spring. They can just kind of split them and take those courses in the summer without paying extra. We have options for our out-of-state students to do online classes, or if they want to stay in the summer, they can also take classes here on campus. Another great program with this is our direct referral for paid internships. So as Haley mentioned, we have internship or observational experiences available for our students in the fall and in the spring. and also in the summer. One of the very popular summer internships we have are in our field station, and our students are able to work in our wildlife rescue center with animals, but we also have students that want to work outside of campus, find an internship, probably with an accounting agency or with a nonprofit. So what we encounter is that before, students were between a great opportunity of an internship, but also making money in the summer. So they sometimes would choose to, make money. They need it, so they would not take that opportunity. So Hiram now has a fund, thanks to our very generous donors, that the students can talk with the Career Center if they find a great opportunity, for example, with a nonprofit, but they don't pay you for it because they don't have the funds. Well, Hiram does have the funds, so they will pay the students for their internship. So they don't have to choose one or the other. They can still make money and gain all that great experience. Then another thing that we're going to talk a little bit today is our dorm life. So you can kind of see how the campus look. So this is, first of all, our dining hall. So this is the main dining option we have in our campus. Our students don't have to worry about choosing a meal plan. They all are going to have the same meal plan. So it is unlimited swipes a week. They don't have to worry about, oh my God, it's only Wednesday and I don't have enough swipes for the end of the week. They can just go in and out, and we have a good variety of food. We have sizzle stations, international food, soup and salad bar, the grill, and kind of like home style foods as well. And in the upper right side, you guys can see the dining hall and the flags on top. So even though we are a small school, just 1,000 students, we are a very diverse campus. So those flags represent our students and faculty and staff, their countries, and we also have around 32 different states represented, around 9 or 10 different countries. So it is a small but nice, diverse campus at the same time. Then these are some of the pictures of our traditional residence halls. You can kind of see they are good size. They include, like the bed, the desk, like pretty much all the furniture that the students need. And kind of like there's always the lounge areas in every building. We have co-ed buildings. We have all males or all females floors. And we also have a gender neutral building that I will be showing here. So this is upper class dorms. We have East Hall suites. So they are suites for 8 students. We have the townhouses that are for 4 students, and Bowler Hall, that is our gender neutral building. So for the townhouses, the students can have the option to opt out of the meal plan. They have a fully equipped kitchen, so they don't need to worry about the meal plan if they like to cook. So it's nice that they have the option for that. And Hiram's COVID response, with our residential halls, what we decided to do is to offer single rooms to every single one of our students. With this, we were able to bring all our students back on campus. All our students are here receiving classes in person. Some classes are blended, so they have like maybe once a week online, and then they meet, for example, Monday and Friday. Wednesday, they would do the class online. But it's just nice that we were able to give the students a single room without any extra charge. And you can kind of see some of the residential buildings that we have. Then we're athletics and student life. So we are a Division III school, and we have 18 varsity sports. We have, the traditional ones, men and women's soccer. We have football, softball, but we also have a lot of intramurals for our students. We have 40 plus clubs and organizations. Our students are welcome to open their own club if we don't have a certain one that they are interested in. It is a very student-led school. We have the student senate. So the students, their opinion really matters. So they if they want to bring a program back, or they want to maybe talk a little bit more about how we can help the environment around campus, our students are welcome to bring ideas, and they are really listened to. Also, just have in mind that 50% of our students are student athletes, but there's no division between non-athletes and athletes. It's a school that everyone gets along pretty good. We don't have dorms separated for the athletes. We have students that might have a roommate that is a non-athlete and they are in the football team, or maybe a football player with a baseball player. So everyone really gets along pretty well, and that's why we're a very close-knit community. And there's a lot of support on campus for athletics. We're gonna have a lot of our students just going to the games, but also faculty members. A lot of our professors live around the village, so they love to participate in our or see our students participating in our plays, in our different games. So they are like the #1 fans of our students. And that goes very far too with our coaches and professors. So they are always talking with each other. So if a student athlete needs extra time for an exam coming up and they cannot go to practice, the coaches will understand that. And the other way, if a student needs to skip a class because they have a game that they need to go to, they will understand. But it's just nice that there's a very open communication line between coaches, professors, and students. Finally, this is our contact information. So please feel free to reach out to us with any questions that you guys have. One of the things that we really want to do is encourage all of you to come and visit our campus. And I know right now with COVID and all the travel restrictions, it might be a little hard to do that. So we understand if you're not able to come personally. We are open. So if you are kind of in the Ohio area, please feel free to come. But we now have a great virtual visit option. We have individual virtual visit options, or we also have like group presentations every other Thursday. We call them Hiram at Home. So there you can connect with a professor, you can connect with a coach, and with an admission counselor. During your virtual visit, the same thing can happen, and you can just talk one-on-one with one of us, and just let us know any questions that you have. That being said, that's all that we have in our presentation. Here it is. Do we have any questions? I don't see any.
Sophia, maybe we can talk a little bit about applications as well and what that process looks like.
For sure. You can go ahead. Do you want to talk about that, Emma, perhaps?
Hi, yeah, I can talk about it. So our application is open. You can apply through the Common App if that works better for you. Or we also have our own application online, and it takes about 5 to 10 minutes to complete. All we really need is your transcript. So we are test optional, and that includes for nursing and education now with COVID and things of that nature. There are options to still apply, even if you don't have your test scores. So really our application is going to take you 5 to 10 minutes. And then if you get your transcript over to us, then that's all we need. But you're more than welcome to submit an essay. It can be an essay you've written for class, or maybe you just want to explain something about maybe your transcript or maybe things about you. We don't really have a specific prompt, but you can just kind of talk about whatever you feel is right for your essay. And then you can also send letters of recommendation. You can send your test scores, and they can only help you in terms of application and financial aid and scholarships and all that. So we do welcome test scores, but again, you don't have to have them. But yeah, we're rolling admissions. So whenever you apply is good with us. So it could be May or it could be now. So whatever kind of works for you, but it's a really simple process, and we're not gonna evaluate the Common App one or ours over the other. They're equal in our eyes. So it really is whatever is gonna work for you and whatever easiest. So if you just have a ton of colleges you're looking at that are on the Common App, then feel free to do that. And we'll get the application the same as if you go on and apply through us on our website. Cool.
Awesome. And yeah, just talking a little bit about scholarships at Hiram. How our scholarships work is that they're usually merit-based. So we do them based off of a holistic review of your application. So you should be receiving, if you apply or have applied, you should be receiving your scholarship alongside your decision letter that you would get from Hiram in our online portal on our website. So there are lots of scholarships available, and like Emma said, there's not, more scholarships for those who apply first and less for if you apply later. It's fair game for all of our students. We know that everyone is kind of at a different pace. And if you don't turn in your ACT or SAT scores, that's totally okay. The optional part means that if you don't submit it, we'll just look at the rest of your application. You will not be, hurt in the scholarship area because you don't submit your test scores.
And I will say the FAFSA opens tomorrow, so October 1st. So you can make sure you put our code down too if you're interested and you apply, just so you can get kind of a more complete financial aid package and idea of what it's going to cost. But it does take us typically a little bit longer once it opens for us to get back to you with your FAFSA. So you'll get your scholarship information, like Haley said, right around at the same time as you get your decision. If you get admitted, you'll get that information. But the FAFSA does take between Thanksgiving and Christmas usually once it starts to open up. So be looking out for that too. And just know that that does take a little bit longer if you have already applied or you're about to apply and you fill out the FAFSA.
Yes, and one common question that we get, a lot of our students are going to do dual credits or take some classes while they are in high school. I know many different states offer that option. So Hiram does take those credits. We have students from Arizona or California that have taken community college classes in high school. So as long as we have the transcript from that community college or university, we work with our register office and we send a whole evaluation of your transcript and what classes will transfer into what and how they count at Hiram and how many you have left for graduation. So that is definitely something that we do and we can look at, and you can save some time by taking those classes.
And our tuition is the same if you're in state or out of state. So that's something I think we didn't mention, but there's no difference in cost. So if you're from California or you're from Texas or you're from PA, the cost is going to be the same as if you're from Ohio. So there's no difference, and that's pretty rare. I don't think a lot of schools typically do the same tuition as in state and out of state.
Great. Well, there's no other questions for our panelists, then I just want to thank our panelists for the insightful information and just want to thank you for your time. Thank you for the attendees for joining us during the session. Once this window closes, there will be a link to a very quick 4-question survey. We'd appreciate any feedback you can provide. Also, this was just one of the many sessions being hosted, so be sure to sign up for additional sessions. In about a week, you'll be able to find the session's recording as well as all other session recordings in the same place that you registered. Again, thank you for your time and have a great day.